I told you guys, I knew that Diddy was basically gonna start something stupid like this. This man, guys, is on a redemption tour, and he has plans to come back into the celebrity fold with what he's doing now in prison. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video, guys, where P. Diddy is starting to rehabilitate himself, guys. He's officially enrolling in self-improvement programs in prison whilst in federal lockup to address his drug use and violence against women. Sources close to the situation tell TMZ that Diddy is in the STOP program, a course the feds offer inmates focused on preventing SA, domestic and dating violence. We're also told outside of this, he is undergoing therapy as in the care of Dr. Harry K. Wexler and his drug abuse program. Our sources say Diddy is using the programs to work hard on bettering himself, and one source called it his own path towards redemption. Of course, cynics might say there's a different motivation. Obviously there is. Diddy's federal trial featured lots of testimonies about DV against Cassie and Jane, as well as his rampant drug use. It's not uncommon for convicted individuals to enter various programs to show the judge they're serious about rehabilitation ahead of sentencing. As we reported, Diddy's sentencing will go down October 3rd. This man could have stepped into drug-related or drug abuse programs the day or the week of that he was arrested back in September 2024. But no, not that. He wants to enter it now, a couple of months ahead of its sentencing, so that Judge Arun can look at this and therefore give him less time because he's been a good man rehabilitating himself. This man is going to go back to his old ways of not just substance abuse. I'm not even referring to substance abuse. This man is going to go back to his old ways when it comes to harming multiple people around him. The day he was arrested, he had large substances, baby oil, and was about to do a freak off right here in New York. So what makes it that this man is going to do something crazy in terms of being a hugely positive person? We're told he's actually started the drug treatment before his arrest last year, and he's continued whilst behind bars. Well, isn't that convenient that TMZ are the only one to be reporting that this man actually started a drug treatment program over a year ago, when that actually wasn't the case. It wasn't documented at the time. Diddy has obviously been found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking, but was guilty on 2 lesser charges. Prosecutors want a 4-year sentence, but it will be up to Judge Arun. I hope he gets 4 to 5 years. I really hope this man gets 4 to 5 years. Now, Judge Arun, of course, told the prosecution that he wants examples of people going down to jail for sentencing, you know, in regards to them being held against the Mann Act. So this could be quite difficult for the prosecution because this is the first time that Diddy is going through criminal related aspects. He's not, he's a first time offender. And, you know, if there are multiple cases of this man, or not of this man, of other people, sorry, going down for the Mann Act, then it can help Diddy getting a prolonged sentence. This is where the prosecution need to work right now, find those examples for the sentencing hearing happening in October. The judge has instructed them to do so. Whilst that's happening, Diddy's lawyers are like, get in rehab, get in these substance abuse programs, and make sure you look like an angel in front of the judge when the sentencing hearing takes place. So, you know, for those who think that the judge is finding it a hard time to explain why Diddy is still in jail, I think that's a false report. These are conversations going on that the judge has written this letter to the prosecution to give examples of the Mann Act and different people going down because he's finding it a hard time to understand why Diddy is in jail. I don't think that's the case here. The person who kept Diddy in jail is the judge after Diddy being acquitted. I don't think he has any regrets here in any way, shape or form. People need to also understand that a hard time of him being in jail doesn't make sense. This man is guilty on 2 counts. This man is a felon. This man is a criminal, and therefore that is why he's in jail, because Diddy's own lawyer said that he is a danger to the community. So these conversations of, is the judge having regrets? Is this why the judge wrote the prosecution a letter? I don't think that to be true at all. If he was having regrets, he would have released him by now, number one. Number two, he's well acquainted and well accomplished to understand that he would have given him bail in that very moment, but he knew not to because he knows that Diddy is a danger to the community. I'm not buying these fake programs. He's a great actor. His demeanor in the courtroom was amazing. He held himself together, listening to the instructions of his lawyers. But also he's a very manipulative individual and person, and he knows in front of the jurors he needs to be good, okay, everything needs to be, you know, proper here. This is why he did so well in jail. I mean, outside of being on his knees and giving the Glock 3000, the man, you know, knows how to perform when it comes to scenarios like this, because he's been running this kind of criminal madness and harming so many people for decades of his life. He's trained to be in front of jurors. He's trained to be well equipped in the jail rooms and the jailhouses if it gets to that point, which it did in his life. And I think people need to understand that Diddy ain't no victim. Diddy on this redemption tour, and I'm telling you now, he will come out. I said that he's going to go into rehab after if and when he gets out. He's going to continue these rehab programs, talk about it on Instagram, talk about it publicly, that look what he's doing. Then slowly some celebrities will associate themselves with him, and then probably a year after, you'll come out with some kind of song either with Kanye or whatever. It won't go anywhere because Diddy is not lyrically or musically talented anyways, but other men, I'm telling you now, will welcome him back into the music industry very, very slowly, alongside him continuously posting these rehab programs that he's doing, in regards to DV and how he was wrong, and now he's learning. Yeah, the idiot is learning at the age of 50s and 60s that DV is wrong. Like, people are gonna eat this shit up. Don't eat this shit up. This man ain't no victim. Don't let the narrative turn on you. Don't end up being somebody feeling sorry for him. Don't do any of that. The only person that you need to feel sorry for is Janice's wig that's just been on her head 24/7. You don't need to feel sorry for this man. Don't let this redemption tour work for you. Now, the 911 call was released of when Beyonce's dancers and choreographers were robbed, and he was telling the police that a lot of important information data was stolen. In the phone call, he says really, really important data was stolen from these hard drives in these computers. The caller says computers were stolen with a locating device inside, and he can pinpoint where the electronics are going on his iPhone. So apparently there's a tracking device. So this important data, apparently Sloan Bella spoke about a burglary. I don't know if she did, but what kind of prediction is this that she's able to even pinpoint stuff like this going on? Other people are saying that this was an in-house job via Roc Nation for whatever reason. I don't know whether this is fake or real, but a 911 call has been released of this important data. What is this important data? And I don't think that they would keep important data that could be used against them to a random dancer or a choreographer that works for them. For those who might think that this, data could be incriminating, or it could be, in the world of these tapes and Diddy and everything, you might have thought, what's on these tapes, what's on these hard drives. I don't think it's that incriminating. I don't think it's that serious. I think it's just, unreleased music. But people are saying that this is also an in-house job that Roc Nation planned on some kind of PR move because of Nicki Minaj calling out Jay-Z 24/7 over the past couple of days, and how she's been on his neck, and how he then, every time she calls him out, he then does an appearance. I've noticed this. He did an appearance in Atlanta, came out with Jay-Z, came out with Beyonce, sorry, as a happy, couple. And I do think that sometimes he is quite reactionary, but in different ways. It's not direct to the other person, but he will let you know that he is around and etc. And he, just like Diddy, has chess pieces that will do work for him. And I've noticed that there is tension that is definitely bubbling under. I feel like Nicki is shading Beyonce as well, because I believe she did tweet about how she is the original cowgirl, and obviously was quoting people where she was wearing cowboy outfits, and of course Beyonce is doing all of that right now. So is she subbing Beyonce by saying that? Probably. Is there bad tension between them? Probably, because she's calling out Jay-Z, her man, 24/7. So why wouldn't there be? But I just think that in 6 months time there's going to be a big issue between them two directly on head, and I can definitely see it coming. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, guys. That's all you guys have to do. It's just one click. Subscribe to the channel, send a tip if you guys wish to. It goes a long way. Many videos will be coming out today, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.